So we completed 2 of the 4 of them. So we take the third one. So what Buddha is saying that the third one is slightly better. What he's doing is that he is able to withstand hearing, withstand seeing. So he's seeing the enemy, the banner or the flag. But when hue and cry has been heard, he runs away from the scene. He can't take it. That means he can't stand and protect. That means if you take from Indriya Samvara perspective, the first one is an imagination. That's sufficient. That means the object need not be there. As an example, the very idea of having iPhone 18 in my hand is sufficient for me to get enticed by it. I don't have to see it or something, some object or some experience. Let's say, if I want to go to Niagara Falls, the very word Niagara Falls or the very word New York gives me an excitement. I'm not gone. That word itself is sufficient. The second case, I'm there. And that's sufficient for me to get enamored by that and lost in it. Third one is intimidated by that object. Okay. The second one, the woman is just walking by. The third one, the woman comes towards him, laughing, giggling, talking, and making body gestures, which are sensuous in nature. That is, he says, uhasati, which means she laughs. Ujjagati. Ujjagati means she intimidates him, she challenges him. Ujjigayamano means it makes him stronger attached because the way she is looking at him. So there is ullapa, to chat up. Ujjag is to laugh loud, laugh out loud, or rather a playful laughter. Upandeti is to tease, mock that person. So let's say I say I am a celibate, and she says, "Ah, I've seen celibates people." Okay, and she would say, "I'll give you such a nice massage that you wouldn't even think, you won't even know it." Something like that. So that means any object can entice. So this is very stronger than seeing because it has recognition and I feel special. So reciprocal attention. There's an emotional warmth in that. There's humor, there's invitation, there's validation that this is good, and there's a perceived desirability. And now in the mind, what I get is that she's noticing me. She indeed likes me. She's feeling me attractive. As far as the conversation goes, it's harmless. She's flirting. I know she's flirting, but I can flirt. I can also flirt, but not get attached to it because I can manage it. And main thing, I'm a monk or I'm in Buddha Dhamma. I shouldn't be rude. Okay. And I am a Buddhist. So we have a special understanding now. So she is attached to me because I'm a follower of Buddha. This is how I would think, because I am putting Buddha as one of the key element there, and then thinking that I shouldn't make my best to not engage in it. I am making sure I'm engaging in it, but yet thinking that I will not get affected. So, this attachment, especially, is like kindness. I'm being very kind, being very compassionate to her. So, I will flirt, but without attachment, is what I feel. And what's wrong in having friendship? What's wrong in having counseling? What's wrong in having spiritual guidance? I can guide her. And she's having harmless humor. She's just saying. But I know she is flirting with me. So, what Buddha is saying is that avoid private conversation, keep conversation purposeful, avoid suggestive humors, do not cultivate secrecy, recognize body language. If she's bringing her body beyond a certain point, recognize that, because she is enticing you, and leave the unsuitable place, or recollect the training, the Vinaya, or discuss the difficulty with your teacher. And most of all, don't test yourself. That's the biggest mistake we do. We would like to test ourselves. Nothing is going to happen. No. And this is where sampajanya comes. Sapaya. Purposeful. After purpose, is it thing to be done? Is it worthwhile? And the answer is no, not worthwhile. It's not that anything is wrong with her body or anything is wrong with her. There is wrong with me than her. Her job is to entice. The object is there to entice. Can be apple, can be some other products, can be money, can be house, can be car, can be anything. They can entice. It seems like it's not really dangerous, but indeed it is. Because the string of sensuality is that it can just penetrate. So, till anagami stage, it's better not to check up how strong I am. Because there's always a chance of losing the battle. Okay. I'm not suggesting only women here, it is for men. If it's a woman who is doing it, a man is as, because a woman is required in a man's life for the emotion, and the same security or some kind of comfort you require a man. So that's how it is connected. So a woman will talk with good emotions, and that's the catching point. Okay. So I like the physicality of a woman, but she's also caring, which I want. And for a woman, somebody who can hold the ground is what she wants. Same thing with any products. You add value to the product to entice the customer. Like, what's the difference between iPhone 16 and iPhone 17? Nothing much. But the way it is projected makes the person feel enticed to go and buy. iPhone 17 because they make him dissatisfied with iPhone 16. If somebody is satisfied with iPhone 16, he wouldn't buy iPhone 17. But then they make sure he get dissatisfied. When iPhone 15 came, they did the same thing. They made iPhone 14 not that worth it. So they upgraded to iPhone 15. When it became iPhone 16, they said, iPhone 16 has this. They don't say iPhone 15 is bad. They say what's good in iPhone 16. So then you yourself will evaluate that, I think I should go for a change, which is iPhone 16. And they came up with iPhone 17. What's the difference? So if you take from iPhone 12 to iPhone 18, which is going to be coming in September, not much. In fact, many of the features you won't be using. But they'll put AI. Now it is with Gemini. They have teamed up. So Siri works much better, etc., etc. So as though you're going to use Siri for your entire life, right? So now you feel enamored. Not that I shouldn't buy. Yes, no, that's not the question. The question is on the utility rather than impulsive. Impulsiveness comes when the Indriya Sambhara is not there. Now it's enticing, can be smell, can be taste, can be touch, can be anything. Impulsive. Just like somebody says, we have Black Friday sale. So Friday cannot be black. Okay. Thanksgiving Day. Okay, you have to thank every day. What do you mean Thanksgiving Day? If you see like that, you'll not get enticed. But if I don't, I get enticed. So what I should do on Thanksgiving Day? Well, eat turkey. I can eat turkey on any day. No. Thanksgiving Day, turkey. Right? So now my brain is mapped to turkey means Thanksgiving Day. A for apple. Thanksgiving Day means turkey. So what I would do? I would go and buy turkey. Same thing with Halloween. So you create something and then you attach to it. So it creates a value. If you don't do it, you're valueless. So the third warrior is one who creates unnecessary value and gets caught up in that. He's in the web. So he or I lose the chastity, meaning I got caught up in sensual. Need not be sexual. Sensual is sufficient. There's nothing sexual about it. That's so indulgence, but mind is indulging already. Okay, so let's say go to Miami, nude beach of Miami. Should I go and try? I'm a Sotapan or a Sakadagami. Should I go and try? I think I shouldn't. Why? Not yet ready. It would be a mess if I could do. What's wrong in that? Nothing is wrong in that. But those images, you have to remove it, which is a double activity. First, you have to collect the image, and then you have to sit and remove the image. Rather, don't take that image. No, I want to test how strong I am. Okay, go and sit there. And a woman will come and sit next to you, asking you many things. And my eye starts rolling all over her body. And that's it. Then what's going to happen? I'm remembering her. She gives her number. Okay. Then I feel like calling her. She didn't ask me to call, but I myself feel like calling her. And I say that I just happen to be here. Okay, so you're in Florida? Yes, I'm in very much in Florida. Okay, let's meet. That was sufficient. Okay, now I have another samsara happening in Florida. Okay, so basically, nobody asked me. I myself fell into the trap because I wanted to challenge her, challenge that Miami Beach. Nothing is going to happen. I can stand. What stand? You can't even sit, forget standing. So I'm so desperate. Should we then test? No. Oh, that's too much. No, it's correct. Why? Because I am not yet ready for it, for the war. There's no point in going to the war and running away. There's no point in going to Miami Beach and running away. It's better not go there. Yeah, there is Miami Beach without these things, and there's Miami Beach which says nude beach of Miami. So it says, and it says means I can't be clothed either, right? I can't be on a cloth and then looking all the other people without cloth. Male or female doesn't matter. You're without cloths. Can I do that? Maybe you should. But what if I'm practicing? No. What if I'm sensual? Absolutely, that's the best place to go. Because Mara wants the sensual to live. And Mara resides in you. Not that some Deva Putta Mara will come and say, Vilas, come, come. No, that Mara is inside me. So it entices. Okay, that's a safeguard. So, what Buddha says, such a person is also found in a bhikkhu who cannot withstand. That he somehow did not get into imagination, did not get attached to the direct sight. Let's say I'm taking this Miami Beach as an example. I'm sitting there and I tell Harry, I call him up saying that, you know what, where am I? Where? I say Miami Beach. What? Yeah, I'm in Miami Beach. And you know what, Harry, I'm seeing this women here. I'm not feeling anything. Okay, great. He then appreciates me. Wow, I couldn't do that, Vilas. Never I could do it. Maybe one day I should be able to do it. But one woman out of this whole group engages with me, and that's it. She says she likes brown skin than white skin, and that's it. Oh, match fixed. After half an hour, I call Ariu that we're having coffee in a coffee shop, and that's it. That's the last time he heard about Vilas. Then he would ask, what happened to Buddha Dhamma? I say, yeah, I'm practicing. Harry, you don't worry. I'm still practicing. Then he asked me, who's this? She's my new girlfriend. What? Yeah, she's my new girlfriend. That's all happened. So all the three of them recognize that they cannot maintain the brahmacharya, celibacy, and hence they came down on the training to their lay life. Actually, that's what we have done, each one of us. We have a family because we couldn't stay. And hence we are in trouble with the spouse because there's no spouse. It's just attraction. We can call it as fatal attraction. Because now you can't go back and correct it. It's too late. Okay. Now we come to the fourth guy, fourth person. He rushes very fast and gets killed. Okay. He doesn't wait. He thinks I can do it. Ah, let it come. Let me see. One shot. He should have waited before the enemy could say something. He thought, this guy is shouting and doing everything. So then I will hit him. So, in the case of this bhikkhu, the descriptions in his mind didn't happen. Visual beauty did not do anything to him. Joking and flirting also did not do anything. So he thought that I have so much of endurance. So he thinks that he doesn't have inhibitions. He's become an anagami. He doesn't feel anything at all. So he engages with that mindset. So when this bhikkhu has gone to the root of the tree, etc., and then this woman comes near him, sits down very close to him, pressing his body against her body, puts her hair something like on his shoulder, just doing like this a little bit. Okay, lies down on his lap. Okay, very close, and throws herself upon him as an embrace. So now, while this woman is sitting close against him, lying close against him and pressing everywhere, like in massaging, she says, I'll give you a good massage. Bhikkhu, I think you'll be tired meditating. I'm here to quench your thirst. I've been a Thai massage person, so you don't know about Thai people. So let's take is a Thai bhikkhu. Okay, and he's never had a massage in his life. In a lay follower, he was having, but now this Thai massage. So she gives him a nice Thai massage. And he closes his eyes in fun. Ultimately, he has sexual intercourse with him. And that's the end of that person. She won the battle. Okay. So in Miami Beach, next is I would book an apartment and the rest is history. So why this happened? Abhinisidati. She sits very close and presses him all over. Abhinipajjati. She lies down besides or against him. Ajyotarati. She overwhelms, covers, embraces. You know what happens? She fears suddenly that air is going to make her tremble. She says, I'm feeling, and then she holds him. And that's the end of the journey. He could stand till here. When the enemy pounces on him, submits. So, Sikham apachakaya, whatever he had learned, he forgot it and he renounced it. Dubbalyam anavikatva. Dubbalya means durbala, not strong. Ana, anavikatva means not able to express. Methunam dhammam patisevati. He engages in sexual intercourse, meaning he doesn't remember the Vinaya. See, I entered into Miami Beach. That's not a problem. But I forgot I'm in Vinaya. That was the only mistake I did. If I had taken my iPad and taken Sutta and Vinaya, you tell me, will I would have gone to Miami Beach? Because then they would be like an armor. That means if I had Hiri Ottappa, it didn't matter. But since I don't have Hiri Ottappa, I got misdirected. Okay. So earlier practitioners recognized their inability, disclosed weakness, relinquished the training, then returned to the household life. But in the fourth one, he does not relinquish the training, does not disclose the weakness, engage in sexual intercourse while still claiming to be a bhikkhu. So for that person, it constituted defeat. The Dhamma Vinaya is gone. I should have told Aryu, don't follow me henceforth. Why? Because I'm a teacher. I didn't tell him unless he flew to Florida. And then I'm justifying my action. No, she was in trouble, so I just wanted to help her. So, two things happened in my case, as in the bhikkhu. One is hanyati, stuck down, vyapajati, my life is ruined. Okay. Now, why? Because if I am doing this, so the what goes to the people who are following me that this is okay. When my teacher can do it, I can also do it. That's exactly the problem with Osho. Okay. Because the followers took what Osho did. There was no discipline. He was too casual. And that hurts the entire community. In the same way, if I engage in the fourth one, then the other three are safe. The fourth one is unsafe because now I've done an act, I can't go and express it that I did this. Okay, so this becomes a problem. And in this spiritual life, you get this kind of odd events when you might get someone proposing you. Can happen. Somebody might even press that you look so good. I want to stay with you. Can happen. Many things can happen. So basically, we need to know before we engage whether we have reached that state where nobody can entice. Otherwise, gets into a major issue. Because I am in deception, I'm have to conceal, I'm doing some rational thoughts, and I'm misusing the authority what has been given to me, and I will continue with a false identity. And this is a harm to the community. The fourth one, the first three are okay. So if I'm in lay life and I engage in sexual activity, absolutely fair. But if I say that I'm in lay life, I don't have sexual activity, but yet got caught up in sexual activity, it means there's something wrong, even though I'm a lay person. Why? Because I said I'm not. But they found out that I'm having another woman. I didn't have with the wife, agreed. But with another woman, you're having. So parajita. So what's the message for me as a practitioner? The training must not depend on a heroic resistance. I don't have to be showing as a hero. Not at all. My job is to come out of Jara, Vyadi, Marana than anything about a hero. But that's why I'm following Buddha, not because of anything else. My quest is the same, that life is too short. This life, human life. So, can I do something better rather than engaging myself in something? Okay. And the last person, fifth warrior. He wins. So the while the woman is sitting close against him, lying close against him, pressing herself upon him, he disentangles himself, frees himself, and departs wherever he wants. I go to Miami Beach. This woman has come. She's sitting next to me and she casually starts touching me. And then I say, "Excuse me, madam, um, can I take leave from you? I just remembered I had to do something," and I walk away. I don't ask her to leave. The mistake I would do is to hurt her by telling her to leave. You know what? I'm a brahmacharya, I'm following Buddha teaching, and blah, blah, blah. All that she's not interested. She's finding me nice. I'm a very good person, good to talk, good mannerism. And I'm telling her what is Buddha and Dhamma and Sangha. And she's feeling very happy. She wants to carry me home. But knowing that that's not my intention. And I knowing that this is a wrong place for me to sit, because that says nude beach. That's not a place to discuss Buddha Dhamma. You can talk about any other Dhamma except for Buddha Dhamma there. That is, how to have a nice sexual encounter would be a best place there rather than explaining how to be a celibate. So I remember that, oh my goodness, this is a bad place for me to do that. So I walk away. Not that is that woman is bad. Not that I should hate a woman. No, she's very nice. She wants to hear to me. I say to her, this is not the place to discuss about it. We will meet again in a better place. So you come to so and so monastery. That's the right place. Or so and so temple. Or so and so community hall. Then we can discuss. So I walk away. So the woman feels disheartened. She starts crying and she starts saying that, no, you can't do this with me, etc. And I don't buy into that emotion because the enemy is doing another way of winning the battle is tears. It was my mistake. It was not her mistake. I shouldn't have gone to the Miami beach. Not that I shouldn't go into Miami beach. Shouldn't have gone into this nude beach. Any beach is fine as long as it's not nude. I wanted to check myself. So I understood it's a mistake. I don't blame any women going there or any man walking nude. No, that is fair. Absolutely fair. But then it's my mistake. I shouldn't have gone there. Recognizing my mistake, I walk away. Does it look defeated? No, not at all. Because I understood the Vinaya. So now I am receding from there. Didn't get caught up with her. Okay. And then she said, how do we meet? I say, yeah, we'll meet in so and so temple, monastery, community center, etc. And I give her the address as well. You can come and meet me anytime. Will you be alone? And I say, no, I won't be alone. I prefer not to be alone. Oh, then I don't have to come. Okay, suits yourself. So I walk. So I don't have to go to Miami Beach to show my purity. I get free and leave. So, in conclusion, the spiritual strength is not in remaining in danger unnecessarily and not to enjoy the attention while claiming detachment. Repeatedly testing oneself, believing that physical proximity cannot affect an advanced practitioner. No, on the contrary, it does, because you have to clear that up. Okay, so what do? I disengage, myself, and departs. That's the wisdom. Why? I understood Miami Beach is not for me. Nothing is wrong in Miami Beach for that matter. No, not at all. But for my practice, that's not the place. See, I can go to Miami Beach when the waves are coming and I'm watching the breath with the waves, synchronizing the breath with the waves. I would, whether there's a topless woman or a top woman or this woman or no woman or a child or man or seagulls or whatever, it doesn't matter to me because I'm synchronizing with the breath. But here, purposefully, I have volition, I have intention to test myself in nude beach, which is not required. Why? What does it do to me? Where will I publish it? Meaning, I come back and what do? I'll tell all my students that, you know what, I did this, and do what? What does it prove? Does it prove that they should be doing it in the same way in Las Vegas or in Miami or in some other place, wherever the nude beaches are, so they can test their power? Or what is the idea of doing it? Sensually sensual. It will lead to sexuality. Simple as that. So basically, should I do it there? No. I understood my mistake. It's a mistake. So I come back and tell Harry, you know what? I got dragged into it, but I didn't do anything, but I won't do it again. That doesn't mean that anything is wrong in Miami Beach or there's anything wrong in the woman or anything wrong in any women at all. No, not at all. No women is bad. No man is bad either. But if I'm doing something, then I should know my purpose. And then is it sapaya, conducive for my progress? That's sampajanya. I realize, oh shit, I'm in a wrong place. I'm seeing, why did I undress and sit? For what? What's the idea? I'm not going to be a Jain follower to remove the every part of the dress, and that's not a place to meditate anyway. So I won't do it. So I realized, oh shit, this is wrong thing. And this woman sitting next to me and pressing me everywhere. So I know her intentions. Not her intention is bad. She's feeling attracted by whatever I have. So I take leave. So what does he do? What do I do now? Now here is what Buddha says should be done. This is for all of us. Now we have encountered it. It's not sinful. It is filled with asava, fermentation. It's visual, hearing, touching, fermentation. So I still need to proceed to seclusion, to abandon the hindrance, get into jhana, do the vipassana and destruction of the asavas. No, but I didn't engage. Sorry, Vilas, you didn't engage. But the very fact you chose that place for meditation itself is not good. That's not a place to meditate. Have they put Miami nude beach fit for meditation? And what would you meditate on a naked body? It doesn't work. They're not corpse. So, so I go to seclusion. So vivittam senasanam bhajati aranyam rukkamulam pabajjam pabattakam khandaram girugulam susanam vanapattam abokasam pala lupunjam. So he goes any one of these. He goes to a secluded place or wilderness, root of a tree, a mountain, a ravine, a mountain cave, a charnel ground, or a forest grove, or pala la punjam is an open space, and he puts heap of straw. So what does it do? He resorts, he sits, he frequents. Look at his breath to see whether any changes have happened. Now, if the mind starts replaying Miami Beach, that means it has taken over. Because he has to check whether a sensual challenge has not taken him over. Or, on the contrary, it is telling him to celebrate. You see, nobody could do anything to you. Will I tell stories to Chirag or to Eriu or to anyone or to any people when I come back to India? Then I'm going to tell to everyone, I wanted to share my experience. I went to Miami Beach, and then everybody, okay, Miami Beach. They don't, half of them don't even know what that beach is. Another half are relying on my version of Miami Beach. Then I tell them I went to nude beach. Nude beach, okay. Went to nude beach. So then I narrate all this story. Or I would say, this woman is pressing everywhere and I'm not feeling anything. So what should the women sitting here in this discourse do? And when they come to my house to learn, should they press all along and see that nothing happens? What's the message? Okay. Or seek another opportunity. Meaning, and can say that, you know what, nothing happens to me, you can try it out. But try what out? What are you trying to say? We come to your meditation center and then we do something funny with you? No. Or assume the work is completed. That means I become arhat. All of that shouldn't be there. So I withdraw to examine what has happened because it's a mistake. Because this physical encounter has left with me images, and her body touch is enticing. So there's a body memory that it was so soft. There's an excitement. There's a pride of not getting infatuated. There's agitation of losing her. There is resentment of she touching me. There's a fear of losing my students. There is renewed fantasy that might happen. So the external escape, what I did is good, but should be followed by internal purification. So what Buddha says is, so aranya gatova, rukkamula gatova, shunyagara gatova, nisidati pallankam abujitva, ujumkayam panidaya parimukam satim upattapitva. This is the most important thing. It's not about watching breath at the nostril. It's about now I bring in everything I did in Miami Beach. From the time I read Nude Beach, to the time I undressed, to the time I entered inside, to the time I spent on the sand, to the time I was watching the women going or men going by, and to the time the children were playing in the beach, to the time the waves were hitting my legs or whatever it is, and then to the time this woman who came and sat next to me, then she started coming closer to me and talking to me and all of that. So then I look at the Kama Chanda. Now I do a Subha Bhavana of it to see whether the image is deleted. And I very well see that image is not there. So I reflect upon it. The beach, the woman walking there, and men walking there, and some women putting sunscreen and lotions and whatnot on their bodies, and some people pressing, kneading, etc., massage, and some people playing nude beach volleyball is common. All of that. Now, should I delete all of this? Absolutely. There's a mistake. I have to delete. So, what I do, so abhijam loke pahaya vigata vijena chetasa viharati abhijaya chittam parisodeti. Now I have to clean. Parisuddha means to purify. So I purify the mind of covetous attitude. Because this woman was very good looking. So I did two mistakes, one sitting there and one cheating my wife. Right? I should call her and tell her, look, this happened. And she's going to be telling me, what kind of spiritual person are you? Why did you go there? So should I tell her? I should. I should tell her. And accept the consequence of it. And I have to tell Aryu, I did a mistake. It's up to him to follow me or not. Right? It's a mistake. Like that. So abhijya, because the mind might be leaning towards enjoyment. Okay. Then ill will. I don't like her touching. It's ill will. Sorry, Vilas. It's not her mistake to touch you. To touch you. She liked you, she touched you. It's your mistake of sitting there. So don't have hostility over it. Like this woman in the metro, I think 2 years ago, 1 year, I don't know, whatever time frame, one woman is rubbing me all over in the metro. I'm just frozen. She rubbed her everything she could on my body. And I know she's enjoying it. I don't know what she was enjoying, but I knew that she is actually enjoying. She's rubbing and rubbing and rubbing. So for 30 minutes, she has rubbed me over. Okay. Then I felt I didn't have any intention. I just sat. Then I was doing metta for her, that may she get what she's looking at. May she get a good relationship. If she's unmarried, let her get a good husband or boyfriend or whatever it is. If she's married, let her live happily. She's rubbed me, I know that, but nothing that I can do about it. It's a train. I can't get up and go somewhere. It's fully crowded. So it's okay. So, no ill will, no vyapada, no hostility or anger. I'm thinking why she's doing it. Let me give her a slap or whatever it is. No, just I was just closing my eyes and sitting. I know that she's rubbing everywhere. Okay. Then Thinamida. I'll check whether I have Thinamida. Then each one of them. Udacha Kukucha. Now Kukucha. This is most important for me. I'm feeling guilty of going to Miami Beach or guilty of this woman rubbing me everywhere. There's nothing to be guilty about. I didn't mean anything. I didn't have anything. So I just sat, closing my eyes. Anybody can rub you anywhere. So because it's rupee, a body that can be rubbed. I just have to watch whether that rubbing is creating a kind of sensual, enticing thing in me. Not happening, nothing that I need to fear. Yes, she's enjoying my body, agreed. But should I also enjoy or suffer? And my answer is no, I don't have to suffer. I can just let it go. So this woman who was standing in front of me, she rubbed me in some corners, and she got a seat, she started rubbing me everywhere. So, okay, fair. If I had done it, 10 people would have hit me and also put a case against me. But since in India, the law are more women dominant, that means they can claim that I did something. So that also was another thought which was running in my mind. If I ask her, she will say I'm doing it rather than she doing it to me. And most likely people believing that I did it is more than she doing it. Okay, so what did I do? Just close my eyes and sat, holding my bag. Let her do whatever she wants. When her station came, she left. And many people watched what she was doing. Just sat. Okay. Because I need also not to be funny. I need to know the law of the land. The law of the land is more dominant towards women now. So nobody believes me if I say she's doing this to me. And most likely that I will be beaten rather than she getting into trouble. I sat. I came back and informed my wife. This is what happened. So I've done what should be done. So I don't have kukucha, remorse or a worry or a regret, anything. And no doubt, Visikiccha. I don't have any doubt in the teachings. I don't have any doubt in the Vinaya. I accept, yes, I shouldn't have gone to the beach. I've gone there. It's the wrong place to sit and meditate. Agreed. Came out of it. Done. So then I go into the four jhanas. And then I remove the asavas. See that whether there is any kama asava, bhava asava, ditti asava. Anyway, it won't be there. Avijja asava. Good. Good to go. So, done. What has to be done? Katam karaniyam. Nothing more to be done. So I now understood dukkha. So idam dukkhanti yathabhutam pajanati. Ayam dukkha samudayo iti yathabhutam pajanati. Ayam dukkha nirodho yathabhutam pajanati. Ayam dukkha nirodhagamini patipada yathabhutam pajanati. So in Miami Beach, I got liberated. That's it. Okay. I'm also ending this. From Monday onwards, we do practice for our upcoming US retreat, so that whether it's a Hindi group or English group, it would be exactly the same. So we do Sila, which you should have been doing. So we start with Indriya Samvara, then we do Bhojanya Matyanutta, then we do Jagarayana Yoga, then we do establishment of Samatha, then we extend it to Sati Sampajanya, then we come into the first jhana, second, third, fourth, then we take a Vipassana objects and see how we should work on Vipassana, what Buddha talks about. And this we will be doing when I'm there in US, or those people who have come to my house earlier and we did something. Now it would be even more refined so that you can do this practice anywhere. So from say 3rd of August till 31st of August, the day I'm leaving Bangalore, we'll be doing exactly this. So we get almost a month. And that's all we'll be doing. So that when I reach there, people don't have to guess, think what they should be doing. They already know what to be done. Yes, sir. Yes, doctor, go ahead.
No, sir. So the timing of the session, morning session will remain the same?
Exactly. Even on 31st of August, it would remain the same. No difference, because my flight is on 1st September in the night. So even the Hindi session will get over and then I will leave to airport. So then I'm in Miami Beach. In fact, I'm going to Florida, but I'm not going to Miami. I have to in Orlando rather than in Miami. So it would be 21 years, 19 years of being in Florida. Yes, Madhukar.
So here also all around is a Maya beach only.
Yes.
So any object, any job, only it's a me and Maya and me, because I mean it's just alphabetical. So all is wherever you keep eyes open, ear open, all is a Maya, and it's a beach everywhere, because I mean it's a testing ground. Good to be in a human body as a laboratory to get it liberated.
Yes. So practice should be as in Janapada Kalyani Sutta. Don't get the oil is the sati. Don't spill it. Know that this is danger. Don't enrage the danger. Get out of danger. Like, when you fly to Las Vegas, before the flight touches the ground, they say what is done in Vegas stays in Vegas. It's just to make you feel that you can do anything you want there. And they make it as a sin city. So you can do sin. Now, some rational person could think, I could do sin anywhere. Why only in Las Vegas? Right? And why should I do sin in Las Vegas? It's just a saying. But if I take it too seriously, then I would feel that what you do in Vegas stays in Vegas. Is it true? You're carrying Vegas home. So when I take Southwest Airline, I'm really taking Vegas with me. So I should know what I'm carrying or what I'm doing. So this year, when I land in Orlando, I had landed in Orlando in September of 2007, and I'm landing back in Orlando in September 2026, which is 19 years hence. It's very strange. And the dates are also same, 18th of September 2026. That was a date when I was there, in 2007. I was in Orlando. Okay, that's it. Any questions? Anyone? Yes, sir, you go ahead. I have time, no problem.
One question. What is the maximum degree to which a Sakdagami could fail in terms of women? Or this story, this Miami Beach?
I think we both should go to Miami Beach and then you can come to see for yourself how much can he hold. Okay, let me tell you. There are two kinds of sensual or rather kamachanda. One is a gross one is a subtle one. Okay. You would not get caught up in the gross ones if you're Sakadagami. What is a gross one? Any material ones are gross. Okay. When I say material one, what is a material one? Material one which has Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vaya. That wouldn't be there. But then what is a subtle one? That's very hard to imagine. Okay, if somebody touches you, that touch is subtle. Okay, that vibration need not be sexual, but it would be sensual. You got the point. So now if somebody smiles at you, it can be gross or it can be subtle. The subtleness is the how that person is attached to you. So that will be subtle. Okay. So you might not be interested in that woman, but you might be interested in looking at how she behaves with you, which is subtle. It's more of a behavioral thing rather than the physical thing. You care a damn about how she looks, but you are more connected with how she behaves with you. So that's a subtle attachment. So subtle kamachanda. Maybe when we meet tomorrow or Monday, I can tell you differences in subtle and because then we have to go into detail of how the touch would be, how the taste would be, how the smell would be. This is subtle things rather than the gross things. Yes.
Yeah, that'll be nice. But I think we can go into more detail when the time comes. But just for now, I think I'm curious to see how much Sakdagami can fail in terms of his sexual seduction in terms of Miami Beach. Because I've seen Sakdagami can get into relationship as well, right?
Yes.
So to which extent they can fail this? Because
it's more on an emotional ground than a physical ground, like what I just now answered to you. Maximum amount of people will get caught up in physical than emotional or you know. But this person wouldn't be interested in physical. That's why it's called gross Kamachanda and Vyapada is gone, but the subtle one remain. That means if she's very kind and she's very considerate, compassionate, those are subtle attachments.
Okay, yeah. And I guess if this Sakadagami is practicing on his own, right? He got attracted. There's no important backslash in terms of, it's not going to stop his path on some major.
It's a see the both Sotapanna and Sakadagami have sensual sexual urge, but not to a level that it can damage the relationship or whatever it is, or their progress. So the Sotapanna has more or less, or rather equal to a Putujana, whereas Sakadagami doesn't have so much of it. It doesn't mean that he wouldn't engage in sex at all. No, that's not true. Okay, but it's not like how it could be for a Sotapanna, whereas he is enjoying sex and then he's not really enjoying sex, he's enjoying more of being with that woman in a more friendly and kind, and these are intangibles. You really cannot say that they are very tangible. You can touch, you can't touch kindness, right? So you can feel kindness, and that is a sort of sensual, or rather subtle kamachanda. Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I understand that. I guess in that way, if someone's practicing alone and he's a Saktagami, he might get attracted to the relationship. But like you said, he doesn't let anything, he doesn't let him being possessed by anything.
Exactly. There's no physical possession.
Or even emotional possession.
No, there is no possession.
Which means he can walk away anytime without harm.
Yeah.
But at least for the time being, as long as he's engaged, he's not progressing. That's the damage he has.
Yes, because that's the reason it's called once returner. You have to return back again because you are enticed by that. Let's say you're not enticed by Kamachanda and Vyapada at all, then non-returner.
Okay. But if this person is a teacher, then the damage is very much.
Yes, absolutely.
The community is gone.
Yes, because you're spoiling the community.
And then maybe even beyond the community if the reputation goes out.
So no, that is anyway going to happen, because if I, let's say, take my case as an example where I'm a teacher and I'm engaging in this, and then I'm trying to say that this is not a problem because I can manage or I can control or I can do whatever it is, that might not be real judgment to be made, but then it looks weird for anyone saying that why he has to do this. So then I am splitting the community into two parts: one who will support me what I did, another one is going to oppose me when what I did, and that gets into controversies and so many unnecessary things. Rather, I need to understand that it's not worth it and just walk away from there.
Yeah, I guess the teacher himself is the creating doubt and
exactly. So it ruins not only my relationship with the Dhamma, but it ruins other people more than my relationship, right? So I should be careful of what people are following in me, rather than if I don't have any follower, then that is good, because then there is no expectation. But what if I have followers who are following whatever I'm doing, right? And then they say that okay, he's a good person, so I can also do like this. So I shouldn't take them for granted, that if I've done something wrong, I need to say I've done something wrong, so that they don't follow me or they know what should be done. So I need to be extremely honest for the same precise reason that what I do has a bearing on people who are following me, even if they oppose the way I do things, but I should be honest in saying that, yeah, this is what I did. I can have 100 reasons for doing it, but they have to discern and see And in the process, many people would walk away from me. Then I'm very happy that they're walking away from me because they didn't damage.
Okay, I guess one last one is that if there are sometimes sensitive things like what you described that you share, let's say, for example, this women and all that, and will still generate doubt, but you have to have very cautious or caution in terms of who to share. Some people who have strong faith may be able to see that and not regress, but some people with weak faith, they'll come
Yes,
back.
you need to know. So the best part is don't engage at all because you have more wisdom than the others. So it's no point in engaging and then saying that, look, you know what, blah, blah, blah. Like, I go to Las Vegas and I know the gambling is bad and I've been saying that you shouldn't gamble. And then I just go there and I gamble $1,000. And then I say that nothing happened really. I just gambled for the sake of gambling. And then out of that, two people who are blindly following me would think that gambling is of no problem, right? Or another way looking at it is that I go to a gentleman club and then I'm seeing strip shows and then I come back and I say in good humor and this and that. And some people who are blindly following would think that, oh, going to gentleman club is good because my teacher is doing so. So if I am considered as a teacher, I shouldn't be doing any one of those, no matter whether it makes sense or doesn't make sense. No, because that's like that defeated warrior. Because you see, the behind people are seeing me what I'm doing. And then I'm creating doubt, I'm creating opinions, I'm creating all kind of nonsense on people. So shouldn't do it.
Yeah, that makes sense. That last question, this Osho you mentioned, so he himself was not affected, but his follower took it.
Yes, absolutely right. Because in the what's that? Rajneeshpuram, which he created, right? So then Oregon. So thing is that there's nothing wrong with his teachings, but then he brought in everyone who could understand Tantra. He didn't really know that who can and who cannot. So it turned itself into a basically a playground for having sex. So the neighbors started complaining to the police and all that. And then it took a drastic turn because he brought in all kind of people without knowing whether they're capable of understanding this thing. No, that's not fair. That's not good either. Because if you want to teach something, you should have a high, what you can say, high moral values than anybody else. Look at Buddha. He's totally moral. So nobody can go more moral than what he is. So that makes it better that I follow Buddha because he doesn't have a single speck of dot or a black mark on his cloth.
And this Osho, I think, have a lot of material wealth. Like he bought a lot of cars and all that.
He didn't buy; they gifted him. So, yeah, when they was asked what should we gift, he just jokingly said Rolls Royce. Okay, so US president didn't have so many except for this guy. So he became quite noticed by the government as well, because who can get so many Rolls-Royce cars, 100 Rolls-Royce cars, all of them gifted. None of them he bought.
And for someone who's unfamiliar, I just look at the outside and say, oh, apparently this person is into sensuality, even though he may not have the intention.
Yeah, just like I having 100 iPads, let's say.
He was uncareful, not.
Yes, he was not knowing how this will be perceived. He was just thinking that I am realized, so can do anything. which is one way good, but then you are giving a wrong precedence to people out there that anything you can do, because they are not in your maturity level anyway. So because you also teach to your Chinese thing, so they follow what you do. If you go on the wrong side, they go on the wrong side. If you go on the right side, they go on the right side, because they just trust you. They trust you more than they trust themselves. So whatever you do becomes a bearing on them, because you're touching their lives, just like I'm touching your life.
Yeah, and I think it's really important in teaching today. You said, don't test yourself. There's no point.
There's no point, absolutely
but
not.
I already know you be tested, so you shouldn't be tested.
Why you should test yourself? You want to test yourself. There are various ways of testing yourself, rather than falling into the trap and then saying, look, I'm out of trap. But the other person who is working with you might not have so much of wisdom, and then he will get caught up in it because he thinks my teacher does means I should be doing it. Any other questions from anyone? So we change our program from Monday onwards. We'll do each one of these and then practice, do it, practice. So when I'm there, flesh and blood, then we can have a better outcome. Okay, so if we are done not having anything else, then we meet on Monday. Okay, good day, good evening, and good night. Bye-bye.